He loved to party, he loved to drink.
We were known as the things who wouldn't leave.
He is an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
This is the story of Big Boy, the true Hollywood story.
The dream of being one of them.
For life's ambition was to be the star.
Never recovers from the public scandal.
He is an enigma wrapped in a riddle inside a puzzle. He could clear up a lot of things if he wanted to, but I don't think he does want to.
Some facts we do know.
He's admitted he started drinking when he was 16 years old, and so by then he was in his mid-30s. He presumably had a lot of practice at it, and by all accounts he was really into drinking.
He's a mean drunk.
And when we went to parties, we found out later that we were known as the things who wouldn't leave. And it's true.
He can put them away. I mean, we used to go out, and I've got some friends in college who are, 300-pound Irish guys, and the big boy could outdrink them under the table.
We went to meetings together, but the point was we were looking for the light. That's what people do when they go to meetings. It's just very important not to feel sorry for yourself and not to judge yourself.
He came to see me once, totally scruffy and dirty, and I said, you're headed for disaster, and I don't want to be around you if you're going to wind up killing yourself.
The officers described him as being highly intoxicated.
Look, I did have a drinking problem, but I've come past that. I wish people would stop. I wish people would stop looking at that and look at the better things I've done. I used to be drunk every night, yes. I had a lot of problems, but that's over now. I've been fully rehabilitated.
The year was 1950. America was still enjoying the boom years after World War II, still winding down after defeating the Nazi war machine in Europe. Back home in Glendale, California, Bob Wan founded a restaurant with $350 he made by selling his piece of junk car. Bob started making killer double cheeseburgers at this dive. It became pretty popular. One day this youngster walks into the joint. The kid is enormous. He eats one of Bob's burgers, and suddenly the big boy is born. American legend, an icon that has been admired for decades. But as many child stars, he had a dangerous path fighting addiction. He was found in the lot of Crowe, an accounting and consulting firm in central Indiana. Here his life was going to change. The folks at Crowe helped him turn around and beat his addiction. And give him a job. The big boy entered his second career.
Yeah, the big boy and I, we met up about a little over a year ago. He started hanging around my cube after he heard that I almost ran over Joe Sacher. I kept telling him it really wasn't my fault that Joe threw himself in front of my car, but...
What I don't get is his clothes. I mean, give me a break. Red and white overalls? It's like he's wearing a tablecloth or something. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. I don't get paid that much to do the job I do. I can't really afford the designer clothes, and I really like my checkerboard overalls. I think they're cute. They're really a hit with the ladies, if you know what I mean.
First time we went out, he wore those red, white overalls, but the second time and he wore them again, I was like, come on, man. And what's up with the hair? He looks like Elvis or something.
Hey, baby.
Absolutely. Actually, going to be pretty tight. We go out to Broad Ripple every once in a while. He wears his red and white overalls, picks up all the women. They don't even talk to me. They just always talk to the big boy. And, we go out. He gives them my cell phone number, and I keep getting all these calls in the middle of the day, having the big boy call me, have the big boy call me. What's really weird is Louise keeps calling him. She keeps calling me, and she's like, oh, yeah, you and the big boy doing anything? So I hope Aaron doesn't find out about it, but I try to keep it on the DL.
Hardly anybody likes the big boy, okay? They say they do, but, I mean, he just comes around your cube. It's usually if you did something really stupid, and he just hangs out. And he stays there, and he stares at you, and you can't get him to go away. And everybody makes fun of you because the big boy's hanging around with you. You must have done something dumb. And really, you know, with a job with as much pressure as we have, do we really need that? Do we need that added pressure? Look, just turn the camera off.
Asked Reebok to send us Terry Tate, some people thought we were crazy. But I'm a firm believer in paradigm breaking, outside the box thinking. Hey, buddy.
Break was over 15 minutes ago, Mitch!
And since Terry's been with us, our productivity has gone up 46%. We're getting more from our employees than ever before.
You know you need a cover sheet on your TPS reports, Richard! That ain't new, baby!
Hey, Terry.
Hey, Janice!
But what's really impressed me is how Terry's become part of the Felcher family. He fits right in here.
That's a long-distance call, Doug!
To be honest, I wish Reebok sent us 10 Terry Tates.
You want to play games, Gene? Well, when it's game time, it's pay time, baby! Woo!
So I'm working on the PC, right? And I go to get a sandwich. And I trip on the power cord. The power goes off. What is up with that? So I go and get a Mac, and guess how many times I've tripped on the power cord? Not once. Not once! I mean, what's up with these PCs? I'm Merwin McTavish, and my mom cuts my meat for me.
Yeah, this Rob Bowe guy, he's pretty nice. I talked to him. I had a problem with the IRS, and he said, hey, we could just hook into the computers there, and we could fix that right up for you. So I'm sitting here watching what he's doing. I don't know what the heck he's typing. There's all this junk floating behind the screen, and he's saying something about a joke, some kind of joke about system security or something, but I didn't think I heard the punchline because I didn't quite understand what he was talking about. It didn't seem funny to me, but he kept chuckling to himself, and pretty soon he said, hey, you're all set. And, well, that IRS problem just kind of went away, so I really appreciate it.
People come into my office frequently. They tell me that Big Boy is always hanging around their cube and that they don't deserve it. And then I ask them, what did you do? And they tell me, and they deserve it. They always deserve it.
Big Boy really enjoys this job. He hangs around with some people that do some pretty stupid things. You know, those guys that start making coffee and don't put the coffee pot under the maker. Somebody who'll start up the car and lock the keys in it. Or you've got the developers that drop that development database when other people are trying to use it. You never really know what's going to go on, and that's why he likes working here. He wants to see what you'll do next, and who is going to get the big boy.
But that's why he's my friend. I stay with him, because if I ever get in any trouble, I want the big boy to have my back. Talking about the big boy having some munchies. And we go out, he gets all hungry, starts eating his burger. It's bad.